main difference between a prototype run and a pilot run is that during the prototyping stage, you're just checking feasibility of the product. Will it actually function? Functionality. How does it work? How does it touch, feel? You're testing it out on, with your relationships with people that you trust the most. You're asking them, hey, how do you like this? What do you think of that? So from a prototyping standpoint, you're really just trying to develop and build a product that actually meets the needs of the consumer and will provide them with the benefit that you're looking to provide them with. As far as the pilot runs come after you're done prototyping and you feel like you have the product where you want it to be, and that it's producing or providing you with the benefits that you're trying to provide to your customer. So in the pilot run stage, you'll run a multiple of the same product. You'll have a certain amount of people that you have that you want to give that product to for them to test the functionality. Does it deliver on what you're promising that it'll deliver on? So the main key pieces between pilot run and prototyping is just in a pilot run, you're making it like you would normally make it in a production atmosphere, where your prototyping is just one-off. You're just trying to check feasibility and functionality. So that's really the main differences in pilot runs versus the prototyping runs. It's just so you can run more of those parts during the pilot run and allow yourself to be able to get those products out to the end user that you've deemed important. When I'm prototyping a product, we're using manual type machining, one-off machining, fixturing, materials maybe one-off, where you're buying enough of something just to manufacture one or two parts, just so you can hold something in your hand. For instance, this is my product. I want to be able to hold it, check it, make sure it works, it fits, its functionality. In a prototyping stage, that's all you're trying to do. Once you get into pilot runs, you're actually using the same material and production type machining or machines to make those products, where that product's going to look just like what the person's going to buy in a store. What you're going to get from prototyping, it may not look exactly like what you're going to buy in a store. It may not have the textures. It may not be coated the same way. Things like that. It may not even be the same color. So that's really your main differences of what you're going to see. When you prototype a product and you're taking it out to do the testing and you're handing it out and you're getting feedback, you have to be really clear with the end user what your plans are, or what you have to describe what it's going to look like if it's extremely different. Functionality testing is one thing, but if you hand something to somebody and it's a prototype and you haven't addressed textures, colors, whether or not the product is going to actually look exactly like this when it's being sold, if you haven't communicated those differences, you're going to have less than desirable outcome with that initial testing phase, because people are going to give you a lot of negative feedback around the cosmetics versus the functionality. Typically in prototyping, it's really functionality, feasibility. Will it do what I say it's going to do? Will it provide the benefit I say it's going to provide? And that's really hard in the beginning to get that across.